Um, Hubert, thanks for making some time, man, and super excited. You know, we've known each other for probably what 5 or 6 years now. This is actually my first time I'm doing this in Mumbai. So
All
this is
right.
an auspicious start. So you're in London, I'm in Mumbai, so we've left North America. Um, and thanks for making some time. So maybe we can just start off by, telling me a little bit about yourself, your early days, your professional history, etc.
Yeah, I don't know where to start, but I'll start where I first had a computer that was mine, and I was 10, and it was sitting in my room, and I realized that yeah, we're going to be good friends. I had this immediate feeling that it was something for life. And so yeah, I actually studied in France. So I'm French. I've left France a long time ago, but that's where I got my, I guess, my engineering mindset. Which actually French has an interesting tradition with this. I think has something to bring, even for something like the Silicon Valley, or now I'm in London, and yeah, started as a consultant. I was the Java guy and the web guy for a lot of big projects at the beginning of my career. Moved to Switzerland and did a few stuff there, and then Amazon brought me into the UK, and there I was looking after the reconciliation pipeline for global retail catalog systems, where I learned a lot. Actually, that's probably where I started switching my mindset into more seeing myself a bit more as a leader. But then it was funny because most of my career actually was trying to balance two things. I always was dragged into the leadership, but I always wanted to be hands-on. I really wanted to be this guy. I mean, maybe schizophrenia you could call it, but I wanted to be in my cave and people throwing to me a requirement. I would just code things that would look elegant to me and efficient. But on the other side, I was always worried that whatever I produced would be wasted, like people wouldn't understand or wouldn't use it or wouldn't deliver any value. So you start getting involved, and you start caring a bit more about not just what you're doing, but the whole thing. So I think that's where there was this tension. But yeah, I think it's only 3 years ago that I think I said, you know what, maybe now it's time to accept that the young generation is just much better than you, and you need to support that. And maybe the leadership side is where you should focus most of your time. And that was when I was at Sky. Sky is a big company in the UK, broadcast, a bit like a bit in competition with Netflix as well, with their direct-to-consumer. And there actually, that's where I started really thinking about the fact that as a leader, my mission is actually to, I mean, it's not about delivering value to the business. Actually, it's about delivering a team to the business that knows how to deliver value, if you see what I mean. And so I got really actually excited about the concept of team, and now I've moved into retail, so I've been into quite a few industries now, and I'm with Marks and Spencer in London, so quite an iconic brand for the country, a brand as well that's quite interesting because it has existed for it's his third century of existence, right? It was founded in 1884. So on one side, it has proven it can reinvent itself and go through, industrial revolutions without failing or collapsing. But I think what I would call the software revolution is a hard one to crack for M&S. And it's interesting because I wouldn't have anticipated I would land there, but it's actually a perfect place for me to be with regards to thinking about actually what is the right positioning of software engineering and the cloud and all those things in a company that needs to transform itself fairly rapidly now. And the key word that I'm thinking of right now a lot is what is being engineering led for a company like Marks and Spencer. That's where I am.
Yeah, I bet this is basically the theme of this new decade is probably how can Marks and Spencer and many other historic companies like that become software companies or become digital natives or digital adopters. So yeah, that's a big task.